Good morning, tribe. I have made it off of the boat. It's Saturday, the day before Easter. I'm down here on the Malecon. I heard that there is a farmer's market and I need some fresh produce, so I figured we'd go check it out. Well, guys, here in La Paz, this beautiful Malecon is flanked by wonderful stores and restaurants to one side and an anchorage of sailboats and yachts over to the other side. It's also dotted with these statues all over the place, paying tribute to Neptune and the ocean all around us. Check this guy out with his paper boat and everything. And just behind our friend appears to be the entrance to the farmer's market. How about we cross the street and see what they've got going on? And naturally, the first place I stop as a jewelry maker is to take a look at some of these minerals and stones. There's some lapis right there. Beautiful piece of lapis. And of course, I can't pass up the tie-dyes. This is a natural dye on silk. Look how gorgeous those are. Absolutely beautiful. Whoa, is that a mermaid? Amazing. Well, tribe, that seems to be the farmer's market. It's more like an arts and craft kind of thing. There's only one guy here with produce. Some really beautiful stuff here, some really great artists, but nothing I'm looking for today. So I think we're gonna head back to the Malecon and continue walking. Well, it looks like there was more to this farmer's market than I first suspected. Well, Trev, it's looking like I might be a little bit early for this farmer's market. Looks like a bunch of them are still setting up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head down the Malecon for a little bit, give them time to set up, and then we'll come back and take a look and see what they got. Well, tribe, I've made it all the way down to the ferry dock, which is pretty much towards the end of the Malecon. I think I might turn around now, start heading back there towards the marina, just past those buildings. La Paz truly is a stunning place. Walking around her streets, you really get a sense of her history. From the indigenous people who were first here, to the conquistadors that came from Spain, to the Mexican people who reside here now. La Paz is just full of life, full of history. And walking around here, you somehow feel part of that history. All right, tribe, so we hit the end of the Malecon. I turned in a block and started walking on this one-way street, heading back towards where the vendors were. So let's see if I gave them enough time to get set up. Looks like these vendors are setting up in a skate park. You know you're in a cool city when they have a skate park. Well, it doesn't look like they're set up yet. Probably be a little bit later. They're setting up in the skate park, which is kind of cool. I'm gonna start heading back towards the marina though. All right, tribe, I'm back here at Club Cruceros, waiting for my ride so I can get back out to the boat. Of course, while I wait, watching the fish around the dinghy dock is always a perk. Here's a little stingray. All right, tribe, we are back on the boat. What a fun day today. Walked down the Malecon to check out the farmer's market. Not really a farmer's market. There were no farmers there. There was one guy vending some vegetables. The rest of them were artists and the like, selling some cool clothing and jewelry and stuff like that. Unfortunately, my budget is not going to allow me to buy some cool stuff like that, although I did really want to get some of those lapis stones. I think they would just look absolutely beautiful in silver, but there's always next time. My friend Flip, guy I met out here who's been giving me rides back and forth. Him and his family are awesome sailors. They came down from LA. They've been helping me out with rides to and from the dock to here, which is really great. Hopefully, Chris is gonna call me about that outboard engine. Then the only thing I have to worry about is staying afloat in the dinghy. I think I have a workaround. My friend Ray mentioned this stuff called slime, green slime. It's like used for inner tube tire leaks and stuff like that. He mentioned it worked great on his. I'm gonna have to give it a shot as soon as I can find some. But until then, we're just hanging out on the boat. And yeah, I think I'm gonna take it easy the rest of the day.